Hi, I'm Ron Pars from parpools.com. Today we're going to take a look at answering a simple question of how do I backwash my filter. The backwashing sequence that we're going to talk about is used on all filters that have a multi-port valve. So whether you have a DE filter or a sand filter, you're going to follow these same instructions. Keep in mind that cartridge filters typically do not have any type of backwash valve on them. When it comes to multi-port valves, they're typically 6- and 7-way valves. The only difference between the two is that sometimes a so-called 7-way valve, the so-called 7th position, is mentioned as a winterizing. So we're not going to be concerned about that. Anyway, back to backwashing. You want to backwash the filter, not necessarily at any particular time or any particular intervals, but only when the filter gets itself clogged up. Because the more clogged up a filter is, the finer a particle it can take out of the water. And what you want to do is, rather than being a slave to the pressure gauge, watch the flow of water into the pool. If you find that the flow of water has gotten really short or it's very slow, it's going to be time to backwash it. Let's go into backwashing. So you're going to start at your normal filter position. After you have, when it's time to backwash, you're going to turn off the pump. And at that point, you're going to turn off the pump. Never, ever, ever change positions on the valves with the pump running. If you do that, you will ruin the gaskets inside of the valve. So you always want to turn the motor off. So I'm going to go from filter to backwash, and you're just going to let the water run until it runs clean. At the point where it is beginning to run clean, again, turn the pump off. Go from backwash into now what's called the rinse position. And what the rinse position does is it simply just rinses all whatever leftover wastewater is inside the filter tank out, so it doesn't go back into the pool. If you went directly from backwash into filter, you would have a burst of dirty water going in the pool, and since there is a rinse setting, we can take care of that, rinse it all out, and you're rolling good. So you're just going to let it rinse for about a minute or so, usually no more than that. Again, turn the pump off and go back to filter. Back on filter, turn the pump back on, and you're all set to roll. That's it. That's all the magic that there is to backwashing a filter. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at techhelp@parpools.com or visit our website at parpools.com/poolcare. Thanks.